Ansham Mahantam Aditya Varnam Tamasaha Parastat Tame Vididva Mrityumeti Nanya Pantha Vidyate Yanaya. Respected audience present over here today, my best wishes once again for the wonderful program by the Tiny Tots of the Girls Gopalapuram campus, and congratulations to all the acharyas, principals and the parents who supported the students. Today, I guess many of your nursery parents were here from Gopalapuram, coming here for the first time, isn't it? So let me spend about the next 10-12 minutes to help you understand or help you give you perspective on what is Arya Samaj. What is Arya Samaj? Because you come to the satsang held by the Arya Samaj. I am sure you must have heard that Arya Samaj runs the DAV group of schools. Right? The Arya Samaj is the parent body. Right? So what does Arya Samaj stand for? What was the need for one more sect or division within Hinduism, the way we look at it, right? If you look at the entire world, there are 4,000 sects, different religions, and then within each religion, there are different sects. Muslims also have Shia, Sunnis, and then you have multiple sects even over there. Hindus, we have different sects. Christianity, you have different sects. There are almost 4,000 of them. What was the need for this Arya Samaj? That's one important question. When was Arya Samaj established? Any idea? 1875. How many years back is that? About 151 years ago. Arya Samaj was set up. By whom? By Maharshi Dayanand Saraswati. Go back to those times, 1800s, right? And if you look at the society at that point of time, there were immense number of superstitious beliefs. Even today there are some. More so at that point of time. I am talking right about Hinduism. And all of these aspects were being attributed to the Vedas. See, within Hinduism, if you look at the key text is the Vedas. From there, then later on came the Bhagavad Gita, the Puranas, etc., etc. But the core original body of knowledge has been the Vedas. So at that point of time, with all the superstitious beliefs, Hinduism as a religion became extremely orthodox, extremely ritualistic, right? And was actually driving away people. Casteism was at its peak. The whole Dalit movement, right, the conversions were happening into different other religions because we were not ready to accept them. So Rishi Dayanand Saraswati, he felt very strongly, based on intense study of Sanskrit, that the Vedas are being misinterpreted. Vedas are being misinterpreted. And he created this Arya Samaj, or he founded the Arya Samaj, to reflect an understanding which is the right interpretation of the four Vedas. And the few guiding principles as they outlined in the Vedas are that Ishwar is one. Ishwar is one and exists everywhere and is formless. Because anything to exist everywhere has to be without a form. Air does not exist everywhere, isn't it? Does air have a form? The answer is no, it's impossible. If something is to exist everywhere, it cannot have a form. So Ishwar is one and exists everywhere and is therefore formless. Remember that we human beings are quite experts at creating gods. There's a temple in this country for Amitabh Bachchan in Calcutta. Have you heard about it? There's a temple for Amitabh Bachchan in Calcutta. There's a temple for Sonia Gandhi in Telangana. There is also one temple for Sachin Tendulkar. There is also one temple for Modi ji. Well, we all respect Modi ji, and I deeply do. But doesn't mean that Modi ji is God. And like Hanuman Chalisa, there is also Modi Chalisa. This was in Gujarat, someone created. So we have been experts in creating gods and then fighting over it. And then fighting over it. I'll give you a small story. So there was once one guru, and this guru had two disciples. And this guru, when he would take rest in the afternoon, as in the olden days, there will be Guru Seva, and one disciple would press one leg, other disciple will press the other leg. Okay? So one day while he was lying down in the afternoon, both the disciples, one was pressing the left leg, one was pressing the right leg. Now the person pressing the right leg had some work, had some small work. So he got up to finish that work and come. While this person was away, the Guruji turned. While sleeping, we take a turn. The Guruji turned. And this right leg bent over the left leg. And this disciple who was in charge of the left leg, he took a stick and hit the right leg. So how dare this right leg disturbs the left leg. Right? Just then, the disciple also came in, who was in charge of the right leg. And he said, why did you do this? He said, no, the right leg was disturbing the left leg. So he took another stick and hit the left leg. This Guruji started screaming in pain. And people around also came up and said, what the hell are you guys doing? He said, no, listen, this is not the right leg. The right leg came the left leg, that's why I hit it, and vice versa. It sounds funny. The same thing is with us. We have created so many gods. We have created so many gods. Right? And we keep fighting with each other. Right? Today our Shiva Bhakta fights with the Vishnu Bhakta. Vishnu Bhakta fights with the Shiva Bhakta. But there, Rishi Dhyan clearly says in the Vedas, it's all said that the Ishvara is only one. All these different names, which Shiva, Vishnu, etc., Parvati, Lakshmi, etc., all they are different names of that one Ishvara. Why different names? Each name denotes a certain quality. Each name denotes a certain quality. Ganesha means one who is able to govern. One is able to govern. Right? Brahma means one who creates. One who creates is one who governs as well. Om means one who protects. Right? So all these are different qualities of that one Ishvara. There is one important principle which Dayanand outlined when he founded the Arya Samaj, saying that it's not a new principle. This is the right interpretation of the 4 Vedas. That's the first key. Secondly, he clearly outlined that access to Ishvara is for everyone, irrespective of caste, creed, gender, race. Right? The way we access our parents without any appointment, without any difficulty. Right? Similarly, access to Ishvara is for everyone. No differentiation. That was the second key principle. The third key principle is with regard to the law of rebirth, karma and moksha. Three key aspects. What are those 3? Rebirth, karma and moksha. If you don't believe in rebirth, if you don't believe in rebirth, right, the whole concept of our existence, whole concept of fairness in life, whole concept of following dharma gets into a big question mark. Rebirth is definitely there. There have been enough instances wherein a few children have displayed distinctive memories of their past lives for a few years. James Lennon girl, you may want to Google out later. I am not talking about Indian, only in the Indian aspect. Even if you look at the US, Europe, etc., there have been multiple such documented cases wherein there have been some memories of past birth, thus proving that the soul does not die. Shri Krishna writes in Bhagavad Gita, Nainam chindanti shastrani, nainam dahati pavakaha, na chainam kledayantyapo, na shoshreti marutam. The body alone leaves, but the soul remains forever. Which basically means the soul once again takes rebirth. The concept of karma. For every karma, there will be a result. There are three aspects to karma. I will not delve in detail. There is a consequence, result, and an effect. Consequence, result, and an effect. But phala is definitely there. Once again, if you look at Bhagavad Gita, karma nivadi karaste, ma phaleshu kadachana, it just talk about that there is a phala for every result. And the third part is concept of moksha, which also is one of the key principles in the Vedic philosophy. So Arya Samaj in a way was formed by Rishi Dyanand to kind of ensure that we all who follow broader the Vedic way of life understand these key principles and thereby have a better understanding of spirituality. And Arya Samaj was one of the few key organizations that not only believed that spirituality is extremely relevant of our lives, but is also keenly involved in the independence struggle in this country. Be it the 1857, the first war of independence, be it producing leaders like Bhagat Singh, Bhai Parmanand, Lala Lajpat Rai, all these were ardent, they were all influenced by these guiding principles that I just enumerated a while back. The first bank, Punjab National Bank, was by the influence by the Arya Samaj, Lala Lajpat Rai. The first Goshala was set up by Maharshi Dayanand Saraswati in Haryana. DAV also emerged as the first formal education system by the Indians, right? And was set up in the year 1886, where your children today study. So that's the broad perspective I thought I'll lay before you, because you must have heard from Arya Samaj. Sometimes the way Arya Samaj is looked at as if it's just a poster-cited version, or it is about Agnihotra, right? That's a limited understanding. It's not about opposing idol worship, it is about ensuring that this issue is there everywhere, right? And meditation, the Pancha Mahayajna, which is the 5 daily duties, which is meditation, which just went through now, right? Agnihotra, Pitra Yajna, respecting your parents while they are alive, Aditi Yajna, taking care of guests, Bali Vaishnava Yajna, taking care of animals, right? These are the core guiding principles, along with following the 5 yamas and the 5 niyamas, which is ahimsa, satya, asteya, brahmacharya, aparigraha, shout, santosh, tapa, swadhyay, ishwar pranidhan. These are obviously multiple concepts. I will stop here now. If you have one or two questions, I can just take that. Otherwise, we'll close the session. Om Shanti.